Hello there, today I'm taking a closer look at the Princess Leia 2.0 sunglasses by DIFF Eyewear and comparing them to the Princess Leia sunglasses from the first collection. So if you want to see my first impressions and a full comparison, stay tuned.
Hello there, welcome to the Kessel Runway show.
Hi everyone, I'm Anaria and today I have a new arrival here from DIFF Eyewear. I am a fan of the DIFF range of Star Wars sunglasses, so when they announced a new second collection including some favourite characters, I of course jumped on the Princess Leia pair. Now they released a Princess Leia sunglass style in the first collection. This is Princess Leia 2.0. So I am very keen to get this one out and get a first in-person view and compare it to the ones from the first release. So first impressions, this box is very similar to the original Princess Leia collection. I'm just going to carefully open the end here. And inside we have, as expected, I'll just close this one up. I like to keep my boxes, I don't know about you, particularly ones that just feel like they've got a bit of effort put into the packaging. I love the way that they put the rebel bird on here, and the Aurebesh there says let's make a difference, because of course DIFF are what they call charitable eyewear. A portion of the proceeds from purchases goes towards helping provide sunglasses and eye care around the world, so that's always fun when you can buy Star Wars and feel like you're giving back. So here we have the included eyeglass case. First impression, we can see it kind of has a bit of a rose gold text on it, and we can see the hint of the rebel bird. It comes folded flat for ease of shipping and packaging, and then as we open it we can sort of form the triangle shape, and you can snap it closed with the magnets, and you can see on the front it forms the rebel bird in a nice triangular shaped case. So it's really great and sturdy for keeping your sunglasses safe in your bag or wherever you want to store them. It's got the Lucasfilm copyright because this is a licensed item. The rebel bird is a sort of a shiny black print against the soft matte black of the case, so that's really quite nice and stylish, very similar to other ones in their collection. And of course inside we have the free cleaning cloth. This is included with all of the Star Wars sunglasses from DIFF, and it has a hyperspace print with the Star Wars DIFF logos there on the front, so that's a nice little freebie, and it stores very nicely inside the case. This case has all black on the inside, so it kind of fits with the theme in there very nicely, and that just snaps closed, so that's a really nice way to store your Star Wars sunglasses. So now onto the main pair. So as we can see, it's in a DIFF branded Ziploc bag, and inside the glasses themselves are covered in a layer of protective plastic. Now I'm not sure, this kind of feels like that compostable plastic, but I'm not exactly sure. But I like the fact that, particularly with the metal frames, that they are sort of protected from scratching. Particularly as an international fan, it's unfortunate when things arrived and they've already been a little bit scuffed up. So now we can see the glasses in full. So the first thing that's kind of striking me is this piece here is really quite interesting. It's kind of like a translucent sort of effect on it, and we've got Aurebesh down the side. Now this is going to struggle to sort of focus a little bit, but we can see there's some Aurebesh text down the side. I don't know offhand what that says. I can't read it upside down from here, so I will look that up and translate that for you guys. I'm sure it has something to do with Princess Leia. DIFF do very well with their theming for their sunglasses. Like the Ahsoka Tano pair read Ahsoka Tano down the side, as you would expect, but it's just got this very subtle sort of print. It doesn't, I can just feel that texture, but it doesn't really sort of, it's not etched in deep, so it doesn't feel rough or anything. We have small diff text here at the end, and if you can see on this end, we can see that there is a very small little gold rebel bird on the inside of the arms, and here on this side as well. And that says, it says Princess Leia 2.0 right there next to that arm, if that shows up on camera. It's very small text. It's just designed to be subtle and kind of just as a sort of just a little note there of the design. So it's kind of more of a gold than the previous version, and we have a tiny little DIFF logo on the nose pads here. That's also in gold. Don't know how well that will show up there. I love the tiny little details they put on their sunglasses. This is a very different style to the first Leia pair. And I really quite like the gold finish. This sort of top piece is quite sort of intriguing to me. It's almost kind of like a opal-y type sort of finish. It's very quite pretty. It's kind of mirrored here on the back. There is a sort of second layer, so you can see here on the side, if it will focus, we've got that plastic layer here and on the front to kind of echo, so it kind of creates this kind of sandwich effect. Particularly on the top you can see the two layers of plastic around the metal, so that's quite pretty. These are slightly bigger shaped frames than the original layers, with sort of a more of a brown toned lens. I'm going to have to look up to see what they always come up with. Fun colors, like the R2 sunglasses that are in the range. They have blue lenses, as you would expect for R2, and they call the lens Naboo blue because obviously if you've watched The Phantom Menace you know that R2-D2 comes from the planet of Naboo, so I like that little touch. So I'll have to look up on the website to remind myself what fun Star Wars color they named these glasses. They usually come up with something for the rim and for the lens itself. So first up, I'm just going to grab my pair of original Leia DIFF glasses so we can see here that there is just a little subtle difference in the cases. This one has more of a sort of a matte bronze logo. This one has a much more metallic, almost a rose gold sort of finish to the logos, but otherwise they still have that same rebel bird print there. You can see the difference, and honestly they're pretty much interchangeable, so if you get them mixed up in your drawer, that's not to worry. So inside, these ones were black as well, came with the same cleaning cloth, so now we can see these two together. So we have the new pair, the Leia 2.0, and this one here is the first layer. So we can see the very different face shape there for the lenses. These ones are much more rounded. These ones have a square shape, and we can see the big difference in color. These ones were more of a rose gold with sort of a maroon lens color, and these ones are more of a true gold, kind of a not a bright yellow, but more of a softer gold with that sort of white opal-y type accent there, as opposed to these ones which just have this kind of this detail here on the nose bridge. There is no plastic on these original Leia glasses. To me they sort of feel like they are inspired a little bit by her Chainbreaker or Bespin because of the sort of the warm color tones, the gold and maroon colors. I'm not quite sure what I would kind of consider these ones to be inspired by for Leia. She doesn't wear a lot of gold outside of those two costumes, but the sort of the softer frosted corner details kind of make me think like they're going for sort of that white element that Leia wears in the original trilogy particularly. But I don't actually know which ones I prefer more. I am drawn to rose gold as a color, even if it doesn't feel particularly Leia inspired, but it is really interesting to see how different they are in person. and I'm trying not to shine the spotlights on them too much, but you can see this one is much more sort of the oversized, larger scale. So if you're toying between the two, you're trying to decide, I hope that this gives you a little bit of a sort of a side-by-side comparison so you can see the differences. And on the backs, we can see that they are quite different here as well. These ones have sort of thicker arms with plastic along sort of half of the arms covering them, and these ones are full metal. I'm really torn about which ones I like better. I mean, I obviously bought both, but yeah, I've got to translate that Aurebesh because that looks like a lot of text there, and it's almost run together. I can't see any gaps, so I don't know what that Aurebesh translates to. I'm really curious now. I know they often include some details on the website, but not all. They don't translate all of the Aurebesh on the website, but that's really quite fun. These ones have metal nose pads, and if you can just kind of make out there, I don't know, I'll just put these paired down. If you can see on the nose pads, they have a little rebel bird just embossed there so that it's a little hidden detail, which is really, really fun. I love that detail. Now on these ones, it's a plastic nose pad that just says DIFF. It doesn't have a Star Wars hidden element there. But this one does have the rebel birds at the end tucked in there, which is kind of fun. I like the little hidden details. These are obviously sunglasses for people that don't want big R2s, big stormtroopers, the sort of really obvious Star Wars branding. They're much more subtle. If you wear a pair like this out in public, Star Wars fans will recognize the Aurebesh text. They might even be able to read it if they're good, but they're not going to scream Star Wars to other people. Now both pairs, I don't know how well it will read on camera again, there is a very faint DIFF print on the top of the right lens, right side when you wear it, and that's not present on the original Leias, just looking at them. I do notice that that is on my Ahsoka pair as well, so that might have been something they brought in for the second collection. They don't appear to be on the front lens of the first Leias, which is something I didn't really realize until seeing them in person. So if that bothers you, that might be a consideration. Honestly, I don't mind when brands put their company name, company logo on their products, particularly when it's licensed. You know, they do pay extra money for the license. They kind of want to get a little bit of exposure and sort of brand awareness out there, particularly because Star Wars fans are going to talk about these. So yeah, it's really neat being able to see the two in person. I'm gonna have to sort of wear them a lot over summer and get a feel for which ones I tend to wear more. But one of the fun things about DIFF is they also made a Star Wars branded storage box. Now, when I first got the Leias, I missed out on this because it was so popular, it's sold out. And when I bought the subsequent R2-D2 lenses, I was like, okay, now I've got two, I can buy the storage box, and they restocked it. So as you can see, inside you can put two pairs of glasses, it's got a mirror in here, but now that I have two Leia glasses, I can actually put both of my Leia glasses in the Star Wars storage box together. That is really quite neat. So as I don't need reading glasses yet, I don't wear prescription glasses. They do make some of the Star Wars frames with prescription lenses, so you could kind of get sunglasses, reading glasses together in the same box. But now I have two Leia sunglasses in a Star Wars branded DIFF Eyeglass case, so that's really quite fun. So I can store them like this on my dresser at home, and then when I go out and about I can put them in my Star Wars cases when I'm out and about. So that's really quite fun. So I'm really excited that they are continuing with the Star Wars range. I'm obviously a fan. I own 4 pairs now. You can check out my unboxings and sort of mini reviews of the R2-D2 and the Ahsoka glasses on this channel. But thank you so much for watching my sort of unboxing and review of the 2 Princess Leia sunglasses by DIFF. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer, if you picked up one from this range, if you've picked up the Ahsoka, the R2, or you've got a favorite from some of the others. There's quite a few that I've got my eye on. I think the Mando, the Luke, the Baby Yoda ones, they've done some really fun designs. I'm a fan of sunglasses. I tend to squint a lot when I'm outside, so I wear sunglasses every time I go out. So I love having a range of Star Wars sunglasses, and DIFF are really doing some fabulous designs. So thank you so much for watching my sort of mini review and comparison, and may the Force be with you.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, check out our other videos, and subscribe for alerts about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.